Your Comedy Minute YouTube show number 100. Kimberly Snowden and David Snowden are here. How it couldn't be more proper. My very first show that I did, the first person to come on was David Snowden. I'll announce this right away. This is my last YouTube live show. There'll be no show Friday. There'll be no show Monday. I don't know when there'll be another YouTube live show. This is my last one. I'll talk more about it at the end. Let's start as we always do with the Web Wilder Credo. Work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big. Wear a glass if you need them. There's 10,440 subscribers, 4,662,000 plus views, and there's over 5,200 videos up for your pleasure. Today is National Cheeseburger Day. When I finish the show tonight, I'm going to make a big, healthy burger. Nathan, nice to have you here. Epic Lego Builder, you just joined up. Nice to have you here. If I'm right, Epic Lego Builder, you're an 11-year-old young man that builds. I looked at a couple of your videos. Anyway, National Cheeseburger Day. There's nothing I love more than a good burger. I can't imagine what it would be like to be with a vegan. I just can't. In other words, if that was a deal breaker, it would probably be like, away you go. I like beef so much, I could eat it till the cows come home. Arby's is the latest to get sued. I saw it this morning. Arby's is being sued not only for the size of the roast beef sandwich, but the quality of the beef. How's the picture and sound? It looks a little funky to me. Anyway, yeah, the guy's suing Arby's because not only isn't there enough meat in there, but the quality of the beef. And if I remember right, a couple years back, there was a commercial about the amount of filler they use in the roast beef. And I'll sum it up. I say it every time that I see one of these things. Complaining about the food at Taco Bell, Arby's, Hardee's, McDonald's is like, if you go there and you complain about the food, that's like getting with a hooker and saying, I didn't feel love. How do you make a clown cry? Shoot him. I saw this morning and light is a little bright, but sound is great. Well, let me try and, David, I can fix that. I can, with a couple turns here, I think I can fix that. How's that, David? A little better? I'll move it a little bit more. You tell me, David. This is our last show. We want it to be as good as we can get it. I'll try and be especially funny. I saw this morning. A guy came out with a new book about customer service. And the finding was that 2 out of 3 people think that customer service is terrible. How am I doing today? Are you asking me that, Epic Lego Builder? What's my last show? I'm a little sad. I'll get into it. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you, buddy? You're a wonderful young man. Human Tash and Scotty, nice to have you here, man. Yeah, I saw this morning about 2 out of 3 people are complaining about customer service. And I guess the reason that it hit home with me, just Friday, I spent about 2 hours trying to deal with the city of York that they had me on. I was online for about an hour and got screwed around. What's your mother's maiden name? It was wrong. Wrong. It's my mother's maiden name. Then I got on the phone. Didn't know shit. I was on the phone for 45 minutes only to finally be connected. And it said that person wasn't available. Leave a message. The other question I have is, if 2 out of 3 are complaining about customer service, who's this third person that's getting good customer service? If any of you, I don't know about you guys, but man, nothing irritates me more. Press 1 for English. Please listen to the complete menu because our menu options have changed. And you listen and you're still not sure what the representative. To finish this up real quick. Hi, Debbie. How are you? I hope you're heading home Wednesday, I hope. The reason that companies do it, they have to pay someone if they're going to have like an actual person. So if they use an automated system, yeah, it sucks, but we save money because we don't have to pay somebody. And that's why there's so many automated systems and customer services in the shitter. Does anyone here on here think that they get good customer service? I go to the supermarket, you have to use self-checkout. There's customer service is not existent anymore. It's not even part of the program. A construction worker lost both his legs in an accident at work. Now he's just a handyman. Good customer service. What's that? Yeah, Nathan. Russell Brand. I don't know how many of you know Russell Brand. He was married to Katy Perry for a little while, and 4 women are now accusing him of rape. And Katy Perry did an interview 10 years ago in Vogue, I think Vogue magazine, and she said that he actually broke up with her. He told her he was going to divorce her via text. But then she said she found something out, but she didn't want to say anything. And I tend to think, when I saw this a couple years ago, I've been doing this 4 years. A couple years ago, I did a thing about Marilyn Manson and women that were complaining that they were with Marilyn Manson and he bit them and he, beat them and whipped them and hit them, with a knife. And I thought to myself, I said it back then, if you're going to go out with Marilyn Manson, what do you expect? I mean, you're not going to sit around and sing, Kumbaya. If you're with Marilyn Manson, well, the same thing with Russell Brand. Every time I've seen him, he's totally a shit to women. He's a misogynistic bitch. So it doesn't surprise me. I think he probably raped a ton of people. Now watch. Go ahead, Russell. It's my last show. I don't care. Sue me. The best way to not get raped is to say yes. Ooh, right now, I'm not getting enough oxygen. I like this. The U.S. military, I think it's the Marines, they are asking the public to help because they lost an F-35 fighter jet. And the minute I saw this, this is $100 million airplane that they lost. And hey, brother, how are you? Nice to have you here. They lost a $100 million airplane. And so naturally, I thought, well, how do you lose an F-35 fighter jet? It was flying over South Carolina, and the pilot ejected. And I saw that he was hospitalized. He had some serious injuries. But the plane was on autopilot, and it just kept flying. So they don't know where it's at. And I thought probably, because now, and I could be wrong, but I read an article right before I came on that they're not going to fly for a couple of days till they figure out, what's going on. They got to have some kind of tracking on these things. I think you put one of those little tags, those air tags on, like an Apple Air tag somewhere in the plane, then you'll know where it's at. How do you lose a jet? $100 million jet. Like I said, I think I understand. It just kept flying, and they don't know where the hell it went to. But you would think there would be some kind of. But they said it's a stealth. I won't get into all the details. I just thought it was funny. The U.S. Navy sponsored by Apple. Yeah. Put one of those little tags in it. That should do it. What do you call a beetle without wings? Paul McCartney. I like this next story. Let me take a sip. Johnny Mims. He's the high school band director in Alabama. And he got arrested and tased at a football game because the police told him to tell the band to stop playing. And he didn't do it. So they tased him and arrested him. Now, a couple of questions. Just a couple of quick questions. It was apparently after the game, and they were trying to get the people to leave, and the band kept playing, and they told him to stop, and he kept. Now, I'm guessing they were the winning team, and they kept playing. Or here's one other just radical theory: the band really sucked. Stop playing that shit. I don't know. I really don't. Let me move on here. A man called the house today, and he said, "I'd like to help you plan for your financial future." And I said, "Sir, I've seen my financial future, and you're not in it." I like this. Ms. Rachel. Ms. Rachel is a YouTube children's star, YouTube kids star. She does songs for littles, and she has millions and millions of followers. Parents all over the place love her, Ms. Rachel. Now, I never heard of her till today. But Ms. Rachel posted that these are some of the comments I got today. They told her she needed to lose weight and she needed to be prettier. Now, the lose weight part, I get. I can, in other words, I can understand that but how do you make yourself prettier? You're just either not, you ugly bitch. And she's not ugly, but it ties in with why I'm taking a break from this for a minute. Because here's a woman, the irony is she is really qualified, and the parents around the world love her because she is helping their kids learn, and she's excellent at what she's doing. She's got millions of views, but people write shit like, you're fat, you're ugly. It made me feel better about myself. Climate people are saying that straws kill dolphins. Doesn't surprise me. They've been breaking camels' backs for years. Let me come up for air to say hi to everybody for a second. I'm blowing through this tonight because I'm going to probably spend a little at the end. Language, don't cuss. Epic, that's Epic Lego Builder. That's why when I went over to your channel and I saw you were 11 years old, I can't be responsible. Chris Young, nice to have you here. If your parents let you watch it, in other words, here, Epic Lego Builder, put your fingers in your ears, okay? Can't you see we got a goddamn situation, you asshole? Okay, Epic Lego Builder, you're good. I'm sorry. We're they that bad. Yeah. My brother Ed's here, Nathan. I just don't want to miss him. Debbie, I hope you get home soon. Debbie, if you didn't hear, this is the last show tonight for a little while. Let me move on. I saw in Reddit, I've mentioned it a couple times, there's a subreddit called Am I the Asshole? And people post in there that, am I the asshole? I did this or whatever. And then people comment. And, am I the asshole? I told my girlfriend. A guy wrote, and since it's National Cheeseburger Day, I wanted to, tie this all together with a nice little bow. He admitted that he bought burgers for his vegan son, and his wife is totally pissed and will not talk to him anymore. They may even be headed for divorce. She called him an animal cruelty guy, and he's, corrupting their son. And he went on to say that she turned vegan however many years ago, which in turns means that he turned vegan many years ago. And that meant their son was a vegan. And the son he said this is why he was doing it. His son was using his own money to buy burgers and stuff at the school because kids were making fun of him for his diet. So he was buying burgers. So his father started buying him burgers, and the wife found out. Okay, can't to get home. Oh my gosh, Debbie, I'm praying you. It's supposed to be Wednesday. You're going to be home. Yeah, I just that would be tough. The little boy's saying that kids are making fun of him because of vegan, so he started buying burgers. The old man found out and bought him burgers himself. I'm gonna take a second now, and let me take a sip of beer first. It is with a great deal of sadness that I'm telling you that this is going to be my last live for a little while. I feel that it's necessary for me to, from a health standpoint, both physically, I've got problems again with my health, and mentally, this is really taking its toll. Coming up on 4 years I've been doing this. And when I say I'm not going to do lives anymore, I'm not going to do Friday. I'm not going to do Monday. I don't know when I'm going to do another live. Here's tonight's set list. I've got 100 of those. I put them together. I told someone I shared with, said, well, maybe if you do it without a script. Well, what the hell? What are you going to listen? I'll babble for however long, and that would, because to me, it's the quality of what I do. I hold myself to a standard that I want it to be bip, 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 bip. And that is part of the reason that I'm not going to continue to do these lives, because when I first started doing this 2-3 years ago, or this format, I was one of the few people that was talking about stuff like this. Now, like Lauren Boebert, the girl grew up in there to play, and she's a big government. And I saw, man, there's 18 people talking about it, all over YouTube. Now, that would have been something years ago I'd have jumped all over, but it's different now. So I'm going to shift. I call it pivot. I'm going to pivot. I'll take one more second. I knew this was going to take a while, but I want to try and explain, because people like Nathan or anyone that's trying to do this, when I first started Your Comedy Minute, I thought my ego was such that I thought I would just get on here and I'd do it, and everyone told me I'm so funny and it was going to work and it would be magic, and it didn't work like that. If you just put videos up on YouTube, they'll sit there 25. No matter, people think you got 10,000 subscribers. It doesn't mean shit. If I just put a video up on YouTube, it'll just sit there. You have to promote it. You have to do all this stuff. So when that didn't work, all of a sudden they liked my shorts, the quickies. I have a quickie that has 100,000 views. I have another quickie that has 80,000 views. I thought, oh my God, this is going to be fantastic. I'll just do these quickies, people. And then, I was monetized for a bit, and then they changed shit. And now all of a sudden, because I just mentioned on Friday, I don't give a shit about the quickies anymore. Well, now all of a sudden, they're giving me 2 every day that are flying off, several thousand views on them. But it's very emotional when I don't want to babble too long about it, but I want to try and make you guys understand that, like, on even yesterday, I'll take yesterday as an example. I did what I thought was two really good jokes, and I put it up, and of course it's sitting at YouTube and it's just not doing anything. Meanwhile, I'm getting notifications on my phone that on Instagram it's at 500 views. It's at 1,000 views. It's at 1,500. It's at 2,000 views. But the whole time it's sitting at 40 or 50 on YouTube. And it's very emotional, where I put this energy into doing the best video and the best jokes and timing and everything I've worked on to sit there and get 25 views. And even like this, and nothing against all of you, but you guys will watch and sit here and tell me it's the greatest. I love the lives, but you don't comment. You don't, in other words, you don't go out and you'll watch. And you don't even go out and like it. I get done and there's no like. There's maybe 1 like, 2 likes. I can't continue to spin my wheels like that. If I'm going to get monetized, if I'm going to make this work, I have to pivot, which means I have to do the videos. I keep begging you guys to watch the videos and comment, and it's just not happening. So I have to pivot. Tomorrow I have Jeff Jackson, Daddy is Best on Twitter. I think we're scheduled 10 o'clock to do another Zoom thing. I hope to do another one with Joe. Scotty, I wouldn't mind doing another one with you. Nathan, I give up on you. Honest to God, I'm not one of your little buddies. Nathan called me yesterday, and then didn't happen. Nathan, if you ever really want to do one, then you contact me and we'll do it. I'm just done playing around. I have to take matters into my own hand. For me to continue to do these lives for a half dozen people, you guys don't even comment, whatever. You can't even go watch the videos. I can't do it. I've got to find a better audience. I love doing them, but I just can't continue to do it. I'm wasting my time. Nothing against any of you, but it's just the way it is. I'll leave you with one last joke. Again, I do thank you. Buy a coffee mug, buy a shirt. Your Comedy Minute's not going away. I just can't. I hope you understand. It's just it's not fruitful for me to keep putting hours of my life and energy into these lives, and it's not growing. It's not, so when I come back, if I come back into a live, it's going to be a different format. It's got to be. There's something wrong that's not growing. It's, again, but that being said, like yesterday, we're over at Instagram, that reel is now probably 2,500, 3,000 views, yet on YouTube, it's at 70 or 80. I said all along that, the material, Dave and I talked, and, getting exposure with Reddit. And last night I was cleaning up all the Facebook groups. I'm going to try and expose my material better, because I think my material, those joke reels and stuff I'm doing, are as good as anything out there. I'm not going to be that TikTok guy. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to do a batch of snappy production and all kinds of shit. That's not what I do. I'm going to stay true to who I am. I'm going to tell jokes. I'm going to try and be funny. And that's it. I'm done. I'm going to do this last joke. If anybody's anything for me, this is the time. I am grateful. Don't misunderstand me, but you got to kind of see it from my point, where, I woke up one day this week and I didn't even want to go on. I just was so frustrated, because I put my heart and soul into this thing for 4 years, and to just be, I think it was Friday night where there was 4 people there. I'm grateful for the 4, but whereas the previous Friday, there was 15 people there, and it ended up with 30, 40 views. I want to be clear about something. We have gone up. When I say we, the numbers have gone up. The subscriber count has never gone down. 100 shows, it's never going. It's going down. But by the time the week ended, we rebounded. We've been constantly going up. The view count obviously going up. But, again, for me to get monetized, I'm almost at 1,000 hours, need a couple thousand more. I've got to do something different. And maybe I can get, with doing these Zoom meetings and stuff, maybe I'll get some input on how to make a better live show. I always thought it was mixing in comedy and stories and this and that. It may not be. It may just be doing joke after joke after joke. I'll figure it out. Nathan, you always say, am I going to do a really bad joke? I'm going to do a really bad joke. And Nathan, I'm being serious. If you want to do one, I would love to do one with you, but I'm not going to be screwed around all day. Send me a message, and I can get set up in a half hour. We'll do it. Last joke. What's the best way for a meth addict to lose 70 pounds? Let's take it all from this top. What's the best way for a meth addict to lose 70 pounds? Break up with his girlfriend. There you go. There you go. Have a good one. I'll see you when I see you. I don't know. Like I said, don't misunderstand me. You know, I'm still going to do quickies every day. I'm going to do my jokes, and I'm going to do the Zoom meetings I've got another one scheduled for Monday with Dave from Total Blackout. Maybe one day Nathan will get it together. Scotty, if you want to do another one, love it. I've got another comedian from Canada scheduled for, I think, next week. So I'm going forward, but I just can't continue to do the lives. I will miss you guys. Have a good one. Before I go, has anybody got anything? Yeah, David, you're welcome. Thank you for being part of it. Kim, thank you. Debbie, still keep in touch. Go home, get to see my grand dog, Snoo. That's wonderful. Cheeseburger Day in the USA. Is it really? No shit. Yeah, Scotty, I'd love to do another with you. I actually, somebody commented about how funny your Mitch McConnell one was. That was great. I love you guys. I'll see you real soon.